Okay, chapter 4. Let's find out what happens to us. James Asian. I think
that's enough of that for now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think this is different now.
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
What's wrong with being fond of a really cool TV show? They give you creative comas.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Wait. I wanted to see the next episode. I like binge watching entire seasons in one day. You can't just leave
must
me.
Be starting to feel like home to you.
Exit. You gotta leave.
Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
But Dr. Aliens.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
No.
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Yeah, okay, fine.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident.
Hey!
In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
You said that last time.
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Okay. This seems like a bad idea. So maybe I got into a car crash and they rescued me from it. Here we go, alien eyeball thingy. Show me what really happened.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Okay. Wait, fatal accident. Hold on, I gotta read into this. Because now there's new information. Wolston Police Department road traffic accident report file. I was right, we were in a car accident. What the fuck happened to us, James? Pleasant Hill Forest Road. James Asian. Station wagon. Arrived on scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found laying down on his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Oh, shit. So our sister... That's how come all the pictures in her wardrobe were of a forest road. That was the road we had an accident on. And it was our fault. Because we were drunk driving. Oh, shit, James. I don't think we can get ourselves out of this situation. I like how there's only one signal here. Alright.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Well, this is a long one.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
He says 20F.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F
20F.
12
12.
19
19.
86
86.
23
04. Wait,
Type
that's...
in the numbers, James.
Is that
You gotta
how
see
old
this.
she was? Oh,
This
shit.
is 20F.
Well, how am I supposed to enter this information in friends? $20F. Oh, no, we need this to be steady. Because this is bad for us. Is our sister dead? Critically injured? 20F. Fatal accident. Am I supposed to type in what's circled? $20F. Fatal accident. Okay. I guess we'll just have to figure out what exactly from this report it wants me to put, because we could realistically put anything. There's all this information here. Okay, so I was right. You did have to type in that, so what about empty whiskey? What is the final line?
86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James.
I don't want to type in the numbers there. They got me fucked up. It got me fucked up. I made a mistake, out of control. I have to admit what happened.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
7,000 FM. So one was the officer.
It's not like him. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Yeah, like I'm a fuck up who caused an accident that caused 2 people to die. This doesn't make sense to you. It does make sense to me, unfortunately. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. I can't hit play on this. Well, we still have to be cautious. Driving home, don't have that 5th pint. First steps to recovery. After a traumatic accident, both your body and mind need time to heal. Yeah, tell me more. You tense up. Someone else is here. It is a hospital. But yeah, there could be a horror moment here. Hello? Inner demons? It's me again. The imagination thing was cool, but I'm ready to get out of my coma and face the noise and click out the fucking window again because what's a full screen windowed mode? Oh, hey. A key. You grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hands. Can I get out of here? Let me out! Let me out! I just want to get out of the coma and face the noise! I don't want to go through this anymore. You've spent most waking moments in here. It was nice watching TV and listening to the stories untold. The house abandoned. Greenland and number puzzles. Oh, this is what all the stuff that influenced me, huh? I see. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. And like a fucking dumbass, I did turn immediately around. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. Yeah, because they're pushing me towards the room. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. Is this leading me to the courtroom? Oh, jeez. Or is it surgery?
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident.
Oh.
I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Amp charge full to 10?
Come on, 100 joules. Charge amp full to 10.
Which one do I do for that? 100?
Come on.
Okay. And then 10. Revive me, doctor! I said, revive me? Oh.
Come on, 100 joules. Charge amp full to 10.
Yeah, that's creepy. But we got the camera, we got this on. Revive me, doc.
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
Yep, they were defibrillating me. And it eventually worked out.
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10.
Clear.
Let's go. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full.
All right, 360. I don't know if defibrillating works exactly like this with the
Come on,
drill and all that
360,
stuff,
hurry.
but let's rumble.
Clear.
Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse.
You know, it sounds a lot
Stable.
less creepy now.
We need to run an X-ray right away.
Okay, put this on X-ray.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Hold on, we have to turn off all the other stuff. Now we can press the button.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch
I
on
don't
the
know
drill,
any of
please.
these words. Oh god, they're gonna drill into my brain? Oh, that sounds lovely.
The drill, please. Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great.
Oh, this sounds
Stay
terrible.
Calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're
No!
going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
My brain! Oh! Oh god! Jesus Christ. Oh hey, we're back in this house. We're having a bad couple of weeks. Not only is it... Oh, jeez. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. Go to door. Go to hall. You push through the crowd, head into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever. Only this time the folks have put up a great big banner up across the main hall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned to almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table. The party's in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Oh, the carcass. Open utility. Just as you're about to head inside the utility room, Jen places her hand on your shoulder. You hug. You're gonna miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asked if you're enjoying the party? Yeah. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Look around. Jen is patiently waiting for a drink. Get a drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Not yet. You tell her no, that as usual everything is last minute. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective, and maybe not fuck up so much. She's gonna miss you. You're gonna miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at their approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Take a drink. You pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Go to hall. You're about to go to the hall when you notice the utility door room is open. A first. Oh, well, that's what I was trying to do. Go into utility room. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, sealing the floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Grab bottle. Okay. Look around. There are racks of fine wines and the door to the kitchen. Look at bottle. It's a gift from Dad, I think. There's a card next to it. Read card. You pick up the whiskey in the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in them around you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Leave utility room. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Go into, well, actually, thank Dad. He tells you he's proud of you. And to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. Yeah, about that. Busy and noisy. We'll need to find somewhere quieter. Let's go upstairs. Go into a hallway. You go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen. Covered in blood. Look at Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Oh no, we're about to start freaking out. Stare back. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. I don't know what to do. Look at Jen. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Help, Jen. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Run? Get out? Please? Oh, that was Jen's face.
Sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Ouch. Huh. You're standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Say no. I'm sorry, I don't understand. No. Look at Jen. She's waiting patiently for that ride home you had promised her. I'm drunk. I can't do it. I just wanted to go upstairs. Go upstairs. You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is waiting patiently. Oh no. Leave. You need to tell me which room you want to go to. Look around. Doors to the kitchen and living room lead from here, while stairs can take you up. Go upstairs. Damn it. Go out front door. There's no point till you find those car keys. Ah. That's the magic word right there. I guess we'll go into the living room again. But I don't want to. I want to throw the keys. I want to change the past. Go to living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Look at Mom. She's totally in her element here. She always loved being the host. Hug Mom. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Thank Mom. Okay. Look at coffee table. Drinks on coasters like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Go to Mom. Damn it, I want to talk to her before she hates my guts for everything that happens. This got really dark and depressing. Like, it started off dark and, like, scary, but now it's dark and, well, haunting, I suppose. Go back. Empty-handed, you head back out into the hallway. Okay, no car key. Jen points to the living room and sighs as she puts on her coat. Go to kitchen. Maybe your keys are in the kitchen. The kitchen is busy. Way too many people are coming here, but I guess this is where the food and drinks are at. The guests are like a set of vultures picking at the roast on the kitchen counter. Your dad is locking up the utility room. Look at counter. Look at dad. Your dad has locked the utility room. He seems much more at ease now that he doesn't need to guard his pride and joy. Look around. It's difficult to move around here between all the people and kitchen table. Look at kitchen table. Alright, fine. Go back. I think it was in the living room. You were standing back in the hallway. Bottle of whiskey in hand, but no car keys. Jen points to the living room and sighs. Go to living room. I went to the living room last time, and my keys, I couldn't find them. I looked at the table, and there were coasters. Look for keys. You need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Look around. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Ah. Look at chair. Friends and conversations. Jackets and coats everywhere. Look under jackets. You take a look underneath. No keys. Damn it. Go to cabinet. Go to coffee table. Go to table. How do you not understand? Look at table. Look under coasters. You take a look underneath. No keys. Darn it. Look at cabinet. Your mom's collection of wines and spirits. Definitely no keys in here. Look under cabinet. Darn. Look under mum. I don't even know if it's actually looking under all the things I'm saying. It just says you take a look underneath, no keys. Go back. Okay, Jen. Ask Jen. Ask Jen, where are keys? Where are my keys that are going to ruin my life? Oh. Ruined my life. Damn it all. So it's in the living room, but I don't know where. Or it's in the kitchen, and I don't know where. I looked at the coffee table. Aha, here you go. I looked through the jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Ah, oh, jeez. Go back. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? No. Leave. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You're glad you brought your jacket with you. There's a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Go around, well, look around. Crisp snow, cold air, and dark. Let's get this over with. Look at house. The house looks so warm and inviting. You can't wait till you get back. Go around yard. She sighs and comically taps her feet. Apart from the little light escaping from the party indoors, the yard is pitch black. You used to love stargazing here. You stumble around the darkness looking for the perfect spot to take in the majesty of the night sky. Look at sky. You gaze up at the night sky. For some reason, you don't recognize any of the star patterns tonight. Woo. So it's not because we're aliens. It's because we were drunk when we looked up at the sky. Man, they definitely connected a lot of things. Look at generator. A trusty friend. Without him, the whole house would be plunged into darkness. Turn off generator. While that would be a hilarious prank, you think better of plunging the house into darkness. Look around. The trusty old generator is here working away. The sky is majestic. Alright, go back. Jennifer looks relieved as you head back round to the front of the house. Alright. I guess we're not going to be able to change time. Get in car. You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. Oh, okay. Unlock car door. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Oh no. Look around. The usual: steering wheel, handbrake, ignition. Look at Jen. She's trying to get warmed up in the freezing cold car. Better get moving. Start up car. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower, despite holding keys in your hands. Well, that's... Insert keys. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Turn key. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Put on seatbelt. I don't know what you're trying to use. I'm trying to put on my seatbelt if I'm gonna fucking DUI. Alright. Grab steering wheel. Turn off brake. Drive. The car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Release brake. I tried to, do things. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Drive car. You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving. Very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Let's go right. Go right. You don't want to, but you'd better ask Jen for directions. Ask Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. Look around. The road goes off to the left and the right. You can't remember which way to go. The roads are quiet. Always. Go left. You turn the car left of the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you're on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Slow down? That's not what really happened though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister. Strange. There's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow. Like slow motion. Get out. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it.
James, for fuck's sake, pull over.
The lights merge with your car. The outside joins inside. The whole world around you begins to scream.
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold on in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. What happened? Get out. You can't move. Your seatbelt is still at place. Remove seatbelt. What did you do, James? You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Look at Jen. She's alive. But she's been hurt bad. She's trapped in the wreckage. Get out. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You're standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Look around. A crash site. Smoke billows from the crashed cars to the sky above. Exterior lights flicking on and off. Look at blue car. The hazard lights are blinking and fumes are rising from the engine. Through the smashed windows, you can see the motionless driver. Look at driver. It's an older man. His body is slumped and his face is bloodied. I think we framed him. Frame driver. Okay. Leave whiskey. Read notes. The note, always hanging, or always changing, now reads, "Get through this, James. I don't care if you want to or not." Oof. Okay, James. Okay, me. What was the exact sequence of things we did? Approach blue car. Go to blue car. The door is jammed. You don't have time for messing around like this, James. Smash window? Throw whiskey. You can't just toss this away without thinking. They will find it and they'll come to you. Put whiskey in blue car? There you go. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then, very deliberately, spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surrounds you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look around. The red and blue flashing lights are causing the pain in your head to be all the more severe. Look at figure. The silhouette is a police officer and in uniform. He beckons you to approach. Go to figure. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man. Me. You have to remember.
What if I don't want to?
It was all your fault.
Oh, Jesus.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself.
I know.
Planting evidence on some poor man.
I'm sorry.
You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to drive.
James.
It was my fault. I already said it. I said it in the first fucking chapter. I acknowledged it was all
Say it.
my
Tell them.
fault. I faked it, all right? I faked it. I lied. I don't know. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go.
Listen to yourself.
The presence is following. I can't. My mouse is on the other side of the fucking screen.
It has to end, James.
Oh shit. I don't want to die.
Do you not understand?
I don't want to go to jail for all these things. It was a mistake. I didn't want to go. I don't want to be here.
This
I'm not James.
episode you're having must come to an end.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not James. Not James. Disconnected from things. James fucked up. Right?
Make it stop.
It wasn't
Make
my
it
fault.
stop. Do you remember?
Oh, I guess we're gonna sit down and confess our truths.
Stop the session, Mr. Asian.
Oh, and then I clicked out of the fucking screen. That's funny. All of your episodes were recorded
Go
to
back
tape.
to where we started.
This is the 4th. So,
Put an end to this nightmare.
keep clicking on the goddamn screen. It's not my fault. I mean, the DUI thing, yeah, definitely don't drive drunk.
You can't do this, James. You can't let...
But this, that's not me. That's the fucking kid. Maybe I have to go all the way over here. No? What about all the way back at the other area? Stories Untold, the only video they have, some horror compilation. Trash. That's what it says about it. How do I just confess? Because right now the world is screeching at me. And I want it to end. I want to make it stop. Do I talk to the camera? For fuck's sake. Sometimes they make you watch your past sessions to see what really happened. That's kind of fucked up. But I guess it's more fucked up that we planted the evidence on the officer. And that's what they're trying to get us to admit. They want us to go back to where we started. What if we actually have to legitimately go all the way back to where we started having this particular portion of the nightmare? Nope, not over there, that's for sure. I don't like this place. I really don't like this place. James, just fucking sit down in the chair. I can't sit down in the chair. Sit down somewhere. There we go, and end it.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Haitian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
I don't know if I want to watch my shows anymore. Well, that was brutal. That was a brutal little ending area sequence. Jeez. Well, that told a story. Sometimes I don't know how to feel about the reversal. Oh no, NS2 was Jennifer. So that means that when she was saying James, she's trapped. Oh, that was her saying she couldn't get out of the fucking car. She couldn't get out. Oh my god. Sometimes I don't know how to feel about the story cliche that it was all a dream, because that has happened a few times. Maybe not so much in games, but just in media in general. And so when it plot twisted into that, I was like, oh, well, alright. Alright. But that was really brutal, just that last segment of just forcing us to know exactly what happened and to replay it out, even though that's not what we wanted to do. We couldn't change what happened. We couldn't change the events that led James to being in a coma with his sister dead and the officer dead as well. And him probably eventually gonna end up in jail, although we don't know, because he's gonna be having his episodes here. Hey, look, the screen changed. Sessions 1 through 4, James Asian. Well, that was intriguing. I didn't know what to expect out of this. going into it, you know, they described the game as like a text-based horror game, and it was only really a horror game for the first episode when you're like, oh god, what the fuck's going on here? And then a little bit of the station process. Chapter 3 also had the, you know, like, oh shit, something just jumped on the rooftop, what's gonna happen? But it was definitely more of just a, not even like a text-based focus thing, right? Because there wasn't that much entering of text. Like 2 didn't really have any text being entered. 4 had a little bit of it, and 3 definitely had the number games. But 1 is where like it was really like, oh, well, look at all this stuff. It gave me like false expectations, which I'm fine with because of the way that it all kind of turned out, right? So now we can see how everything linked together. Some of the phrases that we were hearing during these sections were weird, and the reason why they're weird was because, well, they weren't actually referring to us directly. Or at least they wasn't in that, it wasn't in the context of that moment. They're talking about, oh, we have a pulse. Well, yeah, in chapter 2, we see the heart beating, but in reality, it was them defibrillating us. And so it just sounds like it just sounds so weird, like, in chapter 2, for this fucking random heart attached to this orb thing to start beating and for them to be happy about it. And like, oh, we got a pulse. But it makes more sense when it's, oh, they're trying to bring someone back to life. The doctor isn't crazy. He is trying to help us out. Whew. Well, that was something. That was a 2 to 3 hour little experience. And I guess they got what they wanted. I think my only problem with the game was just more like on the technical side of eventually they started allowing us to walk out around the place in 3 and 4, and that was bad because I'm running the game in full screen, and so anytime we were looking around the screen, the mouse isn't locked to the screen, so anytime we were walking around, if I clicked, it minimized my game. This is my desktop, or at least my desktop wallpaper, and so that was kind of annoying, but that was really my only real big nitpick. It was interesting going through everything else. I mean, I guess there was a little bit of nitpicks in some of the other parts. I've never really played a lot of text-based games, but I've definitely heard a lot about them. And this game had a few troubles in deciphering my meaning and also not providing me too many other alternatives to like look around. A lot of, from what I've been, what I've read and heard from like reviews of text-based adventure games, a lot of the fun of text-based adventure games when you're actually, going through them is figuring out everything and being able to like just look at everything. If I wanted to look at my bed, we'd get some incredibly detailed thing and be able to put ourselves underneath the covers, and then the game would be like, well, this is a bad idea, don't actually do it. But I mean, we didn't try that in this game, but as an example, I don't think it would have just gone, I don't understand. And it works out a little bit because eventually it turns out that when the computer's saying I don't understand, it's just replicating our mother saying that she doesn't understand because she's grief-stricken. I do like how connected all that stuff was, even though I was a little disappointed with the more like descriptive bits not really being as descriptive as they could have been. But that wasn't the point of this game. The point of this game was to have the stories untold be told in an intriguing manner. And again, damn, that was brutal. When everything was coming together and we had the car crash and everything, holy shit. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this little short Let's Play. I got engaged with it. Like, right now it's 4 a.m. in the morning. I was tired going into this. I was like, it's a short game. It's 2-3 hours according to Steam reviews. I'll just, see what's this about. And then I got hooked. So hopefully you guys enjoyed somewhat. I don't know how much enjoyment we're supposed to take from what was pretty much a pretty damning story. I mean, DUI and then framing it on another guy. Our main character, we can sympathize with him a little bit because that's a really shitty scenario, but he also did a really shitty thing and he shouldn't have tried to drive his car drunk. So, It's a rough story. It's one of those really rough stories where you go, I don't know what I was supposed to enjoy out of that, but it was engaging. And by being engaging, I enjoyed that aspect. It engaged my mind. It made me think of all the different things that could be happening, although I am sad that aliens didn't actually destroy the world. Next time, man. Next time. For now, though, thank you guys for watching the Let's Play. I will see you guys later.